What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you on YouTube, and today I've got some football focus. Last night, the Pittsburgh Steelers went into Foxborough to open the 2019 NFL regular season to play against our heated rival, the New England Patriots, where Big Ben has never won before. On today's football focus, you're going to see a much more negative side of me, of course, as a result of the game. I'm glad the NFL season is here. I'm glad we're finally playing meaningful football in September. But man, this game. I want to apologize for my loud, tie-dyed Steeler Big Ben shirt today, but I want it to be indicative of how loud I'm going to be during this review. You guys know that I praise the team whenever they do well, and I destroy the team when they don't. So this one is going to be tough. Pittsburgh lost in the opening week here, 33-3. I'm going to repeat that, 33-3. In this game, it is their worst loss since the Philadelphia Eagles game, I believe in 2016, so their worst loss in 3 years. And they looked dead on arrival. This was never really a game. The Patriots always had control the entire time after the first two series and never looked back. Complete domination from all facets of the game, and there are not many positives. I like to start with positives, and there aren't many. Pittsburgh barely got 3 points in this game, and that was about it. To get into some stats, again, even these stats are going to sound inflated because everything happened in garbage time and nothing really mattered because the Patriots won this game in the first quarter, and there was never any doubt that Pittsburgh had a chance to come back. The biggest thing to look at, I guess, offensively in this game, I'll give you the numbers first and then I'll kind of give my rundown. Big Ben finished 27 of 47 for 276 yards. Again, most of that in meaningless time. No touchdowns, 1 interception. James Conner, just 10 carries for 21 yards, 2.1 yards a carry. And Juju Smith-Schuster finished high at receiver for 6 catches for 78 yards, but I think only 26 of that was through 3 quarters. So again, the biggest thing here is, and I don't want to hear any Antonio Brown chatter, but Pittsburgh's receivers could not get open at all. They left Stephon Gilmore one-on-one with Juju Smith-Schuster, and again, Juju is new into this star role. It's only his 3rd season. Gilmore is perhaps the best corner in the entire league, but the Patriots were able to just go one-on-one with Juju and out-physical him and keep him from getting open. And once Juju didn't get open, none of the other receivers were able to get open around the field. So again, Juju finished with 78 yards receiving, but I think through the end of 3 quarters, he had like 3 catches for 29 yards or something like that, and he just added a couple later in the game. But never got himself any separation, couldn't get open, and that trickled down to every other wide receiver on this team. James Washington had 50-plus yards, but I think 30 of it was on 1 catch downfield. There was 1 play where he got past the defender and caught a 30-plus yard bomb from Ben. Other than that, nobody did a thing. James Conner a couple times looked good catching the ball out of the backfield, getting a couple short spurts, but New England was pretty much content letting Conner catch short passes and not being able to get downfield. Pittsburgh started going 5 wide, and they were using everyone. They spread the ball out. They put Samuels wide. They put Conner wide. They used 6 receivers last night. They had Juju out there. They had Moncrief, Washington, Switzer, Deontay Johnson, and the new call-up, Johnny Holton, who they just called up this week. They used all 6, spread the receivers, got everyone downfield, and yet nobody could get open. The one positive in this entire game is the offensive line, for the most part, allowed Ben plenty of time back there to throw the ball. There were times where he extended the play and had 8, 9, 10 seconds to throw the ball and still had to throw it away or force it because nobody was open. When you're spreading the ball out 5 wides and you're using all 6 of your receivers who are considerably fast, and you're doing spread offense, and Ben has 10 seconds to throw the ball and extend the play and still can't find anybody, that is the best coverage I've seen in a long time. Kudos to Gilmore and the Patriots for shutting us down, but our receivers should be taken to task because our 3rd, 4th, 5th receivers could not get any separation from any of their guys. It was a putrid display of offense, which took Conner out of the game as well, 2.1 yards a carry. So with Conner not doing much. But again, I want to give Juju a significant amount of scorn here for not getting open against Gilmore, but at least he had the best corner in the league on him. Dante Moncrief had 3 catches in this game for 7 yards. Also, 3 contested drops. Dante Moncrief at the catch point, all his stuff was being contested. You had guys strafing at the ball, going for the strip, but Moncrief dropped at least 3 that I saw that he should have had in his chest. He was catching with his chest, couldn't pull the ball down, so a Patriot came in and swatted it down. So Moncrief has 3 catches for only 7 yards and at least 3 contested balls dropped. His hands have to improve now. He's the number 2 on this team. He's the other veteran on this team. He has to get better at contested catches and fighting for tough yards. He looked horrible in this game. James Washington couldn't get any separation. Ben missed him several times downfield, but he was well contested. He did have 1 nice catch. That's really about it. Ryan Switzer was a dump-off guy. He was getting 3-yard plays. Couldn't make any moves to get downfield, so I want to give him the proper amount of excoriation because he couldn't get any separation. Deontay Johnson dropped a couple of balls. It's his first game. I'm not going to be too hard on Deontay Johnson, but he had a few opportunities that he couldn't hold on to. Just the entire team, man. Nothing good on offense came out of this team. Johnny Holton dropped an opportunity. Vance McDonald, let me take him over the coals. Vance McDonald had, I think, 3 targets and 1 catch in this game, and that came in the 4th quarter. Through 3 quarters of this game, he wasn't even targeted because he's our other big veteran presence at tight end and couldn't get open either. So I guess the linebackers and dime corners and nickel corners were covering him as well because Vance was a ghost in this game. Please put out the milk carton with Vance McDonald's face on it because I couldn't find him anywhere in this game. Please put the APB out there and find our tight end because he was nowhere in sight for this game. Again, offensive line, I'm not going to be too hard on you guys. You guys were the best thing about this game. Defensively, man, you guys know what the Patriots are going to do. Tom Brady's going to use the running backs to dink and dunk and get downfield. Edelman's going to run crossing routes. Don't put him one-on-one. Mike Hilton got burned in this game. Patriots stats, Tom Brady, 24 of 36, 341 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Philip Dorsett finished with 90-plus yards and a touchdown, beating Cam Kelly and Terrell Edmonds all day long. Cam Kelly got dusted on a deep touchdown to Dorsett that busted the game wide open. Kelly was not ready to be in this game. He was playing too shallow. He was hitting, but he was missing tackles. Even Edmonds missed a few tackles as well. The 2 safeties out there overall, especially Kelly, but also Edmonds, looked lost out there. Philip Dorsett, again, 90-plus and 2 touchdowns. Edelman had 70-plus as well. There was another receiver as well. Both running backs, Burkhead and James White, finished with 5 catches. So not only did both safeties get dusted, but our linebackers in coverage got dusted as well. Devin Bush led the team in tackles. I think he had 7 or 8 tackles in this game, but it was all in coverage because he couldn't cover anybody. He was getting beat out of the backfield. Mark Barron is a good veteran presence, and he was playing nice and physical on the outside. We did see a difference there, but he was still getting beat as well. Burkhead and White both finished with 40, 50 yards receiving, 5 catches apiece. They were extending drives, getting big 3rd down catches, big cushions. So our safeties and our linebackers did not play well in this game. But aside from Bush, Barron, Edmonds, and Kelly, I also want to give some anger to Mike Hilton, who was getting beat one-on-one. Why you cover Edelman on slots and crossers one-on-one? Edelman just comes across the field. They use pick plays magnificently on us. Edelman just rubs down across the field, catches many balls in this game, and just destroys us, getting chunk play after chunk play. So Mike Hilton got his butt kicked tonight. And why we didn't go to zone or give him safety help to come down, I don't know what was going on there either. But he didn't play very well in the least. So, again, there's not much positive I can say about this game. Nobody stands out in a positive way. There's nothing good to take from this. We couldn't get off the field in 3rd down. We couldn't cover the slot. Our linebackers couldn't cover. Our safeties had no command of the game and were hitting but not covering. Our receivers couldn't get open. Our running game couldn't get going. Our defensive line in front 7, that's something else, got no pressure at all. We didn't get any sacks in this game. Nobody even touched Brady. Actually, we did get 1 sack. Bud Dupree got a coverage sack late in the game that meant nothing. But again, the front 7 got no pressure, and that's the biggest key to Brady, is safety coverage and front 7 pressure. Cam, Tuitt, Hargrave, Watt, where were they in this game? Watt made 1 or 2 plays, but nobody else was even seen on the field. So no pressure, no coverage, no separation. Everything just goes bad, bad, bad for this team. 33-3, we get destroyed, and we deserve to get destroyed in this game. What are you looking for in Game 2? Who do you want to see improve, and how do we improve to play elite teams like this in the future? Because teams like San Diego and Kansas City are around the corner. The Rams, we have plenty of teams on our schedule that are tough, and we have to match up with them. So tell me down below how pissed off you are, who you're pissed off at, and who has to come back big next week. We're 0-1. I'll see you guys next week.